Hello, I'm Natalie Becker. Welcome to It's Africa's Time. Today we travel with Mota Engil in Mozambique to meet the people involved in implementing a range of macro infrastructure projects which will facilitate significant socio-economic development in the region.
We are on 3 continents. We are in Europe, in Africa, and Central and South America. We are not in Asia, and I think we'll be staying pretty much on these 3 continents, with a higher focus in Africa, which we think it will be the continent for the future. We have a full operation in 8 countries, and we are expanding our operations to additional 3 countries. So today our biggest operation is in Angola, followed by Mozambique, Malawi. So our main design, which will have West Africa Polo, SADC Polo, and the East Africa Polo. And on the SADC region, we'd like to single out Angola due to the size and the historical presence of Mota Engil in the country. So these 4 polos are the main key drivers for our strategy in Africa. The Mota family, they start working in Mozambique in 1946. So Mota and Company, meaning now Mota Engil, started operated under this brand in 1992. And from there, we have been growing quite fast our presence in the country, taking more and more projects, some quite challenging, and it is a good country. We are quite satisfied with Mozambique.
Atualmente, the group has 3 major projects on construction stage, such as the new bridge over the Zambezi River in Tete and the Chimoio and Espungabera road. Also, the project to increase the capacity of the Linha do Sena over to our projects have a significant dimension and a great strategic importance for the development of this country.
We start in the province of Tete, where Mota Engil has invested in the construction of the new Tete Bridge over the Zambezi River.
I would say that Mota Engil was a bit visionary when we challenged the government of Mozambique to construct that bridge. We know this region very, very well. We know the traffic between Zambia, Zimbabwe, towards to Malawi, and vice versa. But also we could realize the huge potential of Tete due to the coal mining industry, which was quite rampant at that time. So the existing bridge in Tete was not adequate for the numbers of traffic that Tete has got. So we challenged government to create a PPP, which is our first PPP in Africa, and has been a very successful project at all levels. On the relationship with government, on the relationship with the community, on the relationship even with investors. And that creates a new sunrising of opportunities in Mozambique. So this model, I'm pretty much sure that it will be used and copied for other solutions and to resolve other problems.
The client for the project is Estradas do Zambezi. The construction itself is being managed under a consortium of 3 Portuguese companies. Mota Engil is the leader of this consortium, having 43.5% of the contract, ensuring to the construction of the bridge, viaducts and access roads, and the rehabilitation of 2 national roads. The main objective of the bridge is to deviate traffic from the center of the city away from the existing bridge. All the heavy trucks will then start to use the new bridge, reducing the stress of high traffic on the old bridge, which was built from 1968 to 1973. The bridge will become the main link of Zambia and Malawi to Beira port, as well as linking Zimbabwe to these countries. This project has provided employment for more than 550 Mozambicans. The project will improve road transportation, making it faster, reducing price and reducing wear and tear of vehicles using road.
Haver mais desenvolvimento.
The country is going to gain more because it will facilitate transport of goods and people between the two sides of the river, and it will take out traffic from the Tete city.
Mota Engil, Mozambique has somewhere around 1,600 employees, and around 1,500 of those are nationals. In the scope of the Human Resource Management Capital, we started the project to develop the knowledge of the national employees to answer challenges like the reinforcement of the know-how and leadership of local employees, the attraction and retention of local employees, reinforce the culture and values of the group. This project will be launched by the top management and will also have the commitment of all mobilized employees through the signature of the Carta de Compromisso, where they agree to be tutors for young Mozambican employees with the objective of orientating, train and give to know the culture of the group.
I have two children that I could put on school and university. I have one here on the university in Tete, and I have one that has already finished his degree in Beira. Things that before I worked at Mota Engil I couldn't do and I didn't even dream to do it.
Next, we visit a road rehabilitation project linking Chimoio with Espungabera within the Manica province near the Zimbabwean border. But before that, we chat with local government representative Dr Anna Paula Ferreiro, who tells us more about the planned community centre in Tete, which is partly funded by the Manuel Antonio de Mota Foundation. The foundation, which is named after the founder of Mota Engil, handles the group's funding of sustainable social initiatives worldwide. The Department of Women and Social Action is a government department which realizes poverty alleviation programs. I coordinate the communications between the foundation that is financing this project and the technical team from the Department of Women and Social Action, as well as the rest of the entities that participate indirectly in the building. With Mota Engil, we are building an open community centre for people who resort to begging to sustain themselves. We target 4 main groups, namely women, old-aged people, disabled people, and children living below the poverty line. We're going to organize occupational activities such as horticulture, sewing, arts and crafts, which will provide them with a healthy livelihood on one hand, and on the other hand with opportunities for them to be self-sufficient, thanks to the sale of the products that they will generate. On the street, they risk being hit by cars and they lose their dignity. Therefore, we hope that the centre can centralize the economic support coming from people's goodwill and at the same time minimize the risks that they're exposed to. As a secondary result, we also expect that children, who would previously have helped the disabled on the streets, will be able to attend school and enjoy their right to education.
The Chimoio is a totally different approach, has a huge impact on the local community, a huge impact on the agro-business industries, because they will be able to transport their goods to Beira or even to Tete, and they will be able to locally, socio-economically, to develop consistently a very remote part of Mozambique.
The Mozambique National Road 260 goes from Chimoio, Manica, capital of province, to Espungabera, border of Zimbabwe,
The nature of this project tends to improve access for the communities by communicating agricultural areas and potential touristic areas. Mota Engil's socially responsible role is well known in the country, and we are indeed aware of the huge participation of the people within the influence zone of the project, on the one hand, including women, and of the overall satisfaction of the population on the other hand. We are also aware of the support received by social institutions, such as schools. In our case, at the Dombe municipality, we have received specific support in the form of this school. We have also received fuel for the running of the administrative post.
My role is to sensitize the community, to explain the objectives of the initiatives, and to explain to the population how to comply with the guidelines provided by the National Roads Administration and Mota Engil. It will change the lives of the population. If it used to take 6 hours to go from Chimoio to Espungabera, it will now take only 2 hours.
We have made a school. We have helped in jobs and works in a hospital. We have made pamphlets and so on, and education, a lot of programs with the people to prevent AIDS.
Many civil servant positions have been allocated. Many Mozambicans are getting jobs, and additionally, we also receive social support from Mota Engil. Now, for example, they have sunk a borehole, and when the construction works are finished, the borehole and pump will be handed over to the municipality, as well as the construction buildings that have been erected in and around Jakarta.
This construction at this moment has 576 local people working in this project. There are a lot of companies making a big investment in the country, and they are making a lot of jobs, and those people, they have money, and the country is improving a lot, and mostly the past 10 years.
By resolving a local socio-economic problem, Mozambique has also thought quite ahead and creating a new corridor to generate more business from the shores of Mozambique to Zimbabwe and vice versa.